Finally this hour, time for your weekly can't miss list to look at all the movies and shows that you need to see this weekend. Joining us this week, NBC New York digital reporter, friend of the show, Kay Ingram. Kay, good to have you with us. So we're going to start with a family movie, The Sheep Detectives.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman, Emma Thompson. It's based off the popular book 3 Bags Full. Getting great reviews. We see right there, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. What should we know about it?
Yeah, no, that is huge. I mean, listen, Hugh Jackman, he plays this shepherd, and essentially you've got this group of sheep where they've decided to go undercover, which is really funny. Who knew sheep could be great as undercover detectives? But these are essentially something goes awry on the farm, and they're trying to figure it out. It's also an all-star voiceover cast: Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston, Patrick Stewart. And so this is definitely going to be silly, but it leans more into heartfelt. So if you're looking for something like that, that'll be great going into the weekend.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, and I thought, oh, I think I need to check this one out there. All right, so not getting 95% on Rotten Tomatoes is Mortal Kombat 2, but you know, it's got a loyal fan base.
It's for the fans.
Finish him, you know. What do we know about this one?
You know it. Yeah, I used to play this, excuse me, I used to play this a ton with my cousins growing up, so you know it well. This is part 2 in the franchise, the video game adaptation. It's really exciting. You've got Carl Urban joining as Johnny Cage. Of course, you've got the classics, Katana, you've got Cold 2.0, Scorpion, and so this is the bloody next chapter in that franchise. And it's all about the fans. The fans are excited. If you do them right, they will love it.
You know your Mortal Kombat characters, are you?
Finish him. I always chose Katana.
Did you? Okay, I can't remember. It's been so long. But I was in
played
back
too.
in the day.
I love it.
All right, it seems like it is the season for concert films. So we got Billie Eilish teaming up with, of all people, James Cameron. It's not Titanic, but they are calling this an immersive 3D experience. What should we know?
Yeah, so not Titanic, not Avatar, and also Billie Eilish, James Cameron. What a combination. Apparently, Cameron's been a huge fan of Billie Eilish and her music, which is like cracking me up. I'm imagining him somewhere going, duh, right?
Yeah.
And so they put together this concert film. It's immersive, it's 3D. It's unlike any concert film that's been done before. They're using these tiny 3D cameras that essentially make audiences feel like they're on stage with Billie Eilish. Don't expect anyone to hand you a microphone, though.
Right.
But
okay.
It's incredibly immersive, raw, real. It covers her sold-out world tour, but this one specifically, the show in Manchester. So you're getting a look behind the scenes like you've never seen before.
And it cost $1 billion to make it. No, it did not.
Okay.
But I'm sure
like,
no
my
expense was
research didn't
spared.
take me there.
James Cameron has a high budget for most of his projects. All right, if you are going to stay in, there are some good streaming options to pick from. We're going to start with The Other Bennet Sister. That's on BritBox. It's based on the well-known Jane Austen novel Pride and Prejudice, but it focuses on the often overlooked middle sister, Mary. So even though it's set more than 200 years ago, the cast says the story is just as relevant today.
This is a show which kind of says, you know, your looks are like the least interesting thing about you. It's about what's within, and that shines through. I suppose I love her social commentary. I love the way she talks about class and like disparity of wealth, and she's so funny.
What more can you tell us about this one?
Yes, I mean, she touched on it really well right there. Class, but you've got comedy. It really is a coming of age. You know, this woman, she kind of finds her own. It's Mary Bennet, the sister that's often overlooked, you know, not necessarily considered the most beautiful sister. So you're watching her navigate that. We've seen that this is a Pride and Prejudice spinoff, but this is all about Mary. It's her time to shine.
Yeah, we're giving her the spotlight here. All right.
Yes.
Speaking of books that are, or series that are based off of books, Netflix is out because we needed a remake of Lord of the Flies.
Can't get enough. Can't get enough. This is different.
Yeah, it is different. Okay, it is different, and it's from the same team that did Adolescence, which was, of course, a hit and won a ton of awards. What more should we know?
Well, you can kind of tell that like Adolescence vibe from the trailer, right?
Yeah, right.
And so essentially, like you mentioned, Joe, there have been other adaptations, but the fans are excited about this one because they feel like the other ones didn't really hit the mark in terms of what the story is about. If you don't know, you've got these English schoolboys who end up getting lost. Lost Boys. They end up getting lost on a deserted island, and chaos ensues. Other adaptations leaned in heavy into the chaos. This one's more about the humanity of the characters.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because the chaos is definitely what I remember from Lord of the Flies when I was younger.
Not as violent. We don't need more of that.
Okay, all right, I appreciate that. All right, finally we got a Peacock with a new show, M.I.A. It's about a woman who seeks revenge against a Miami-based drug cartel. If you like Ozark, maybe you'll like this one.
Yes. Some of the creators or co-creators from Ozark are behind this. I kind of think of Taken or Born Identity. So think of like Liam Neeson if you were a young, gorgeous, curly-haired woman from Florida who is ready to get her revenge. Her family, who's a part of a drug cartel, something tragic ends up happening, and so she is on a mission to get revenge. And so this takes place in Florida, M.I.A, hello, hint, hint. And so that one is streaming on Peacock. And yeah, it's definitely violent. It's definitely violent.
So if you don't want violence,
read.
do the Sheep movie, all right? Less violence there. Kay
Yes.
Ingram, always good to have you with us.
Thank you,
so
Fred.
much.
Thanks, guys.
That almost